Things are getting interesting in the League of Ordinary Gentlemen. It's time to think about the playoffs, and we're going to start with a team that still had playoff hopes coming into this week in Team Livin' La Vida Yoda, but unfortunately fell short and is now eliminated from the playoffs. It was a done chain that I felt good about when I did it, and the reason really that is there's so many guys with no floor, like literally no floor. DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen, Juwan Jennings, Kenneth Walker. It's just you look at the team and you understand it. It's one of those teams that even if they made the playoffs, it wouldn't have made damage. We love the guy. Listen, a Chewbacca emoji, like, that's great. That's sick. The fantasy team, unfortunately, wasn't. Team Chef Cesario comes in and gets a win, gets a playoff clincher. He's the 4 seed right now. And the team looks very solid. I mean, this is probably one of the better team efforts I've seen. You play a team against Livin' La Vida Yoda that you know, okay, if we just have a team effort, everyone do their job. Just do their job. We're going to get the win. And that's what happened. Everybody got like 10 to 20 points across his team. So, 7-6. We'll be talking about this team a lot more in the playoff picture. But on the flip side, two teams making the playoffs, but now just trying to see, can I get a bye? Is Electric going to 9-4, winning 133 to 114. Dustin the win, very disappointing performance. A lot of that is two different guys, Sam Darnold and Zay Flowers, combined for 0 points, basically. There were other disappointing performances, like Buka 6.7, Michael Wilson 6.6. So James Cook wasn't able to do it on his own, carry this team. And you rarely see a Seattle defense loss, but that's what happened here. But yeah, I mean, just so many guys performing poorly and a couple of guys performing so atrociously that it just wasn't enough for the win. Am I concerned about this team for the playoffs? I mean, it never was really a front runner, but I wouldn't say I'm even that concerned, to be honest. I'm assuming Daniel Jones will be taking over as quarterback. If not, I'm assuming it's going to be Baker Mayfield. If not, I'm assuming it's going to be Jackson Dart. It's not going to be Sam Darnold. That's a guarantee. Team Electric, you got to be concerned about Lamar Jackson. 8.5 points on Thanksgiving. Saquon Barkley also a disappointing week. But while there's are two and Rome Odunze very disappointing. While those are three disappointing guys, I think the main concern is Lamar Jackson because you need great quarterback play. You're not getting that. Just like in my league, you have Lamar and Drake May, and I can't believe we're saying this, but it might be Drake May weekly starter throughout the playoff time, unless we see otherwise from Lamar Jackson. But Electric has Drake London coming back, hopefully, depending on health, and you got to feel pretty good going to the playoffs at 9-4 if you're Electric. Banditos gets a rare loss and actually really doesn't perform well at all. Amonra gets injured, gets 0 points. That's obviously a really big part of it. JSN 4.3. In a season where those guys have been combining for like 40 points every week, getting a combined 4 points is a little bit of a shock. But if it's going to happen any week, it's good to happen this week. Unfortunately, it was against Vinny Figs, who is the team that I have predicted to win it all. And that makes kind of just like reputationally, now people are saying that Banditos is overrated. People are saying Vinny Figs underrated. I don't want to get caught in this. Like I told you from day one, it's Vinny Figs' league to lose. I still feel that way. Bijan, 37 points. Rashee Rice, 27 points. A.J. Brown, 37 points. I mean, this team, top to bottom, incredible. I mean, getting a win and so many points when your defense and kicker combined for 5 points, incredibly impressive. The main guys are performing. That's the main and most important thing. Only thing to note here is your depth gets hit a little bit with Tyrone Tracy getting injured, but you don't really need him. Banditos, you know, we talk about having CMC and Jalen Hurts being such an incredible duo, but yes, that wide receiver group needs to be as you'd expect. I think Amonra should be back for the playoffs. I think JSN should be dominant for the playoffs, so I'm not super concerned at all. So now we go into the teams that are trying to make me sweat because we talk about teams that I've done chained, and you know you start and finish that conversation with the chairman. The chairman at 1,800 total points still isn't in a playoff spot because of his record, but with this win, 160 to 125, this team stays alive. So, yes, team chairman goes to 5-8, wins 160 to 125. Jordan Love was the storyline, 36 points, really, really impressive. Christian Watson, 20 points. McBride, 20 points. I think ultimately that Watson start is what I'm most impressed with. You know, you bench Vidal, which I was shocked by with Hampton being ruled out. I don't get it. He got 29 points. That's the only mistake I see here. But outside that, managing the team pretty good for a team that's done chained. I still don't think it's going to make the playoffs. And if they do, I don't think it can make enough noise. But hey, kudos to you if you do. It's a big win because you keep within a game of El Granos, who now only has 6-7, has not clinched the playoffs. Jared Goff had a good week, but Gainwell was a bad start. Jefferson's been a bad start every week. And Puka has a weirdly not great game. So I never thought I'd see Mechie being started either. Shocking. And then you just don't get help from your kicker either. So there's a lot you could point to. But I do wonder, Joe Burrow over Jared Goff, is it time? Monty, does he get a look? Stevenson's getting a lot of usage. Does he get a look? Charbonnet, there's so many guys. I can't anticipate Gainwell continuing to play, but you never know. big decisions for El Grenas coming up. And then before we're done, we had 2 Dunchain teams going head-to-head, and Team Straight Knockout gets the win, 130 to 125, a close game to keep Team Straight Knockout, I guess, alive, mathematically alive. A win, and the chairman, we'll actually talk about that later, but Team Straight Knockout, 130 to 125. Mahomes, 39 points, was the leader. Derrick Henry, 20 points. Had a good Thanksgiving, overall Thanksgiving weekend. I still think this team has so many areas of concern. I do not believe in Stephon Diggs. I am not the biggest ETN guy. I've never been a DK guy. There's not enough firepower on the team to win a title. I Dunchain it for a reason. That's all I could say. Al Professor, we also Dunchain for a reason. I mean, Genty continues a disappointing season. Devontae Smith had a bad week. Gatson had a bad week. It's just so many volatile guys. That is really what it comes down to. So when you're looking at the playoffs, the buys, we have Banditos as a clinch for a bye, basically. And then Vinny Figs is looking pretty good if he can get the win. Electric's still in the picture, though, if not. Let's make sure those teams aren't playing each other, because I actually did not look at matchups. I'm really now. Yeah, Vinny Figs is playing Banditos. So if Vinny Figs beats Banditos, and then Electric gets a dominant win with a lot of points more than Banditos, Banditos could be left out. So all 3 teams are competing. Let's see what happens. Electric is in a great spot also, because if he gets a great win, he's probably going to get in, because one of those top 2 teams are going to lose. But we'll see. In the playoffs, you have a clinch on the first 5, but then El Grenas is holding on for dear life for that playoff spot. The chairman... Oh, was I just wrong? Sorry. Vinny Figs and Banditos just played each other. My bad. I was looking at week 13. You guys are probably like, who is this guy? What's he saying? No, Vinny Figs is playing El Grenas. So that's a massive game. That's a team trying to hold on to that final bye spot, and a team trying to hold on to that final playoff spot. So that's a lot going on there. The chairman and Straight Knockout are playing each other. So one of those teams are going to win. So if El Grenas loses to Vinny Figs, which is very likely, the winner of that game is likely going to take over for El Grenas, unless El Grenas outscores the chairman, and outscores Straight Knockout. It's Straight Knockout that loses. So that's El Grenas Vinny Figs, a massive, massive game. Chairman Straight Knockout, also obviously a big game. Banditos El Vecna then now does not really matter. Vinny Figs Electric's game against Team Chef Cesaro is something to look at for just Electric purposes. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's stressful, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen. My prediction is Vinny Figs does beat El Grenas. Vinny Figs gets that second bye. It's Banditos and Vinny Figs in the bye, and then El Grenas is going to fall out of the playoff picture, and the chairman's going to squeeze in, and everyone's going to say, was Rick wrong about a Dunchain? And then we're going to realize when he's one and done, the Dunchains are never wrong.